Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sri Lanka Esports national qualifiers for Mobile Legends women's title, and we do have the grand finals happening today, coming to you live right now. We'll be starting the matchup quite shortly. The two teams are going to be taking each other on. Is going to be in this best of three matchup. Is going to be LVG Esports, Dark Goddesses taking on XIPHOS Esports, Catalyst. Are the two teams. We will have the rosters on screen shortly. So these two teams will be batting head for a chance to represent the country in the Riyadh Esports World Championship, which is coming up. So by qualifying to the national team, you will have a chance to go through the open qualifiers to have a chance in representing the country in Riyadh for the LAN event. Having said that, you have the rosters on screen. We have representing Catalyst Esports, we have Clementine, Yasara, TIANA, Sithmini, Crystal, Midnight, and Hero. And on the side of Dark Goddesses, we have Imandi, CHUBBY, SL, DEVILGIRL, Kaveesha, SABRINA, and Swetha. Of course, it's a 7-man roster. We have only 5 players playing. The rest are the other 2 are going to be subs. So it's going to be interesting to see which 5 are going to be taking each other on. Again, prior warning, my Mobile Legends is quite rusty. I haven't played a lot of it, but I know the game. Just because of the fact that, I play a lot of similar games like Dota 2, League of Legends, Arena of Valor, even Mobile Legends for that matter. So do bear with me for any mishaps in the middle of all of it. But yeah, I shall try to keep you all entertained throughout this best of 3. Hopefully it will go the distance and we will see a really good fight between the two teams. So while we do wait for the matchup to start, just a reminder, the entire tournament is organized by none other than the Sri Lanka Esports Association, which is registered as an official sport in Sri Lanka. And of course, the strategic partner Gamer.LK, who has been around for almost 20 years now. But having said that, we have the draft happening and a couple of bands right off the bat we can see. I shall try to get to all the heroes. Like I said, has been a minute since I have played the game, and recognizing the heroes right off the bat is a challenge. I think the first ban is Nolan, if I'm not mistaken. Might be wrong, might be right. Nolan is the first ban coming off from Dark Goddesses, and then we also do have Farah. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's Pharsa. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, we have that band coming out from Dark Goddesses, and then on the side of Catalyst Esports, we do have. Let me see whether I can remember this. Or rather, check on this who the 2 bands are. Yikes. I'm assuming these are meta heroes that have been banned out, or might be player-specific bans. We tend to see in Sri Lanka mostly people tend to ban player-specific heroes rather than, or in this case, legends rather than meta. So that's Xbog. One of the heroes that have been banned by Catalyst is Xbog. And also at the same time, we have the next set of bans going off as well from either side.
Born by thy wish.
Your team
Guided
What's that?
by lantern's light.
Oh yeah, okay. Alright, so just going through the drafting phase, we will wait for the official picks to come out from the 2 teams. We have Sicilion being banned as well by the looks of it.
Mighty oaks from little
Your team
acorns
is
grow.
leaving.
And we do have the first pick from CHUBBY on the side of Dark Goddesses. That is going to be Belric picked up. The tank, I'm assuming this is either the top laner or the support for the team. I might be wrong. What we see a lot is tanks are often played as support as well as off laners, or rather top laners in this case.
Online.
So we have the first pick for Midnight.
Let's make
That
the
is
whole
Alpha.
world
That
your
might be a
team
top
and
laner
lively.
or even a jungler for that matter. And we have a support as the Clementine picking up a support.
Muscle of iron, bones of steel.
will find a way, even
Your
when all
team
is
is
forlorn.
picking.
First 3 picks from Dark Goddesses completed before we go into the next phase of bans.
Experience the euphony
Your
of
team
suffering.
is banning.
Is that the jungler? Is that Hibasu? Might be butchering the names, just like I do always. Correct me if I am wrong.
Your team is banning.
I think that is actually Granger that was picked up. So that's going to be the ADC or rather marksman in this case for the side of Catalyst
Let's hear from
Esports.
the crowd. Make some
Your
noise
team
for
is
yours
banning.
truly.
Waiting on the last 2 bans before we go into the last 2 picks. Mind you, again, guys, this is a best of 3 matchup between the 2 teams at a chance of representing the country in the IESF World Championship, which is going to be happening in Riyadh, or rather, LAN is going to be happening in Riyadh. But these teams, or whoever wins and gets into the national team, will have to go through the qualifiers to have a chance in representing the country in Riyadh. Running out of time here.
Your
The ban
team
comes
is
out
banning.
finally. They really thought about that one.
Sand rises when I give the
Your
word.
team is picking.
Also, between the 2 teams, I feel like I know a couple of these players and I've seen them, especially on the side of XIPHOS Esports. Midnight, who has casted with me Mobile Legends, so I have seen her play as well. On the other side, I'm not entirely sure. I think Clementine, also I have seen. So some of the players from Catalyst Esports I am aware of, but not the players from LBJ Esports. Going in, I feel like, since I have seen these players play before, I feel like XIPHOS Esports might be going as the team ahead in this matchup, and LG might be coming up as the underdogs in the matchup. I might be wrong, no? And we have the draft completed from the side of Dark Goddesses.
Your team is picking.
With that, we have the matchup starting between the 2 teams. The first game in this best of 3 with the draft being completed. Going to be an interesting one to see whether we will see a game 3 or not, or whether it is going to be a straight 2-0 wipeout. LBG Esports clan that has come up recently over the last year, I think, if I'm not mistaken, might be before that as well. Don't quote me on it. I might be wrong, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see how they do for Midnight. I think is the one who's going to be jungling for Catalyst Esports, and Sakura on the side of LBG Esports. So with that, with the draft being completed, we should be able to get into the game. Of course, And like I said, guys, this is a chance to represent the country in the ISF World Championship. It's a tough road for sure, even for those teams that do qualify. They have to go through open qualifiers in the region and fight it out to be able to grab a spot, to be able to represent the country. And if they do manage to make it the distance, they will be able to go to Riyadh and represent the country on a global stage, which is what we want to see. And of course, putting up a good fight regardless of winning or losing. I really want to see a really good fight being put out by the capable esports athletes of Sri Lanka. We have seen good talent come out of this country. With such a small population, it's actually nice to see so much of talented individuals coming out of the country to be able to represent the country as well. And yeah, we are live with the game to start things off. Obviously starting with the initial red buffs by the looks of it for the jungler. A lot of rotations by the looks of it from all the players, again ensuring that the jungler gets a very decent early start, which is really important as well. Ooh, stolen. Did she manage to steal it? Did Kido manage to steal it is the question. I'm not entirely sure. Kido, the marksman, taking quite a bit of damage, needs to be careful. Pops a heal. In the meantime, the jungle is getting raided just a little bit, putting a little bit of pressure. The mid laner also joining in to ensure that the jungle camps are secure. What I've realized is in Arena of Valor and even in Mobile Legends and then League of Legends games which are of similar nature, jungle plays such an important role. Having a very decent early start is going to be very important in the early ganks, as well as putting pressure across the map. We might have the initial engagement here, zoning being done, keeping Light Fury out of the fight, but we do have basically 4 heroes gathered up for this fight. They have started, they need to be careful. They are going to try and fight this end, to be careful. Stolen by Sakura, manages to get it in the end. They might end up losing a few heroes here. First blood is going to be claimed by Catalyst Esports as well. It was stolen but paid for with her life there. The early goal lead going in favor of Catalyst Esports with that first blood as well. Again, pressure into these jungle camps. They need to be careful trying to fight this out. They might end up actually losing another, surviving on a sliver of HP as Sakura comes in again to try and fight this, keeping everyone at bay, and it was actually stolen. So good pressure coming out from XIPHOS very early on in the game. Very good rotations coming out from the supports as well, keeping everyone in check and putting that early pressure onto LVG Dark Goddesses. They are behind but not by a lot. Top lane, just a little bit of back and forth harass going. Tower's quite healthy for the time being. Lightfield needs to be careful. On around half HP, healing little by little though. Again, jump in, pressure being put and will get deleted as Midnight claims a kill. They're looking for more. TIANA needs to be careful, flashes out, getting out of dodge. Clementine low as well. 3 kills in favor of Catalyst Esports. 10k to 8.7. Again, not a massive lead. In the meantime, we have the mid lane being taken by the top laner. They are prepping for the top turtle. What do you call it? Turtle? I'm not sure. Different games call it different things, but it is an objective that they are going to be fighting for. It is the turtle. Not bad for me. They are going to be fighting for this, but I think XIPHOS is going to be able to claim this quite easily. Chubby Doll going in, and oh god, as the turtle gets claimed, we do have a pause. Not entirely sure who claimed the turtle though in the end. said turtle was claimed. I'm assuming it was XIPHOS who was able to claim it. What the pause is regarding, not entirely sure. But you know, it is Sri Lankan Esports. If we do not see a pause, it is not Sri Lankan Esports. There has to be at least one pause. In the meantime, they're looking for more. They will grab another kill, looking for Chubby as well. Chubby doll falling low. He's gonna get run down. Sakura is going to be the one to fall as a double kill is taken by Yasara, looking for more and finds the triple as well. In the meantime, bottom lane is also going to be pushed in by TIANA as she claims another kill, and XIPHOS is off to a flying start here. Now the lead is actually ramping up quite a bit, 7 kills to nothing, a 5k gold lead going in favor of XIPHOS here. And the first turret is also going to be claimed. And we have another pause. I'm not sure whether it is a ping issue or not, but we do have one of the players having a problem with their game by the looks of it, hence why we do have another pause, but hopefully we will be able to get underway very shortly. But right now XIPHOS seems to be running away with this game, 6k net worth lead going in their favor. Haven't dropped a single soul on their side, 7 kills to nothing right now at the 5.5 minute mark. Alright, we have it back live. Again, TIANA on this bottom lane has been left alone to freely farm up, and even Midnight has 5 assists, and they do claim another tower on the side of XIPHOS Esports as well, and grabs another kill onto Kiddo, which is unfortunate. They are looking for more. TIANA pushing forward, needs to be careful though, quite low. Support is coming through from the rest of the team from XIPHOS, putting the pressure, quite a bit of pressure onto LVG here. To be careful, taking a lot of damage, raiding through the raiding the jungle as well. Midnight, is that Butterfly that Midnight is playing on a different skin? I'm not entirely sure. And as I say, that TIANA picks up another 9 kills to nothing now, looking to pick up this next tower as well. In the meantime, mid lane has been completely left open. We have the turtle spawning as well. They might actually leave this tower and go for it. TIANA trying to come in from behind, keeping Kiddo in check, not really able to move out of here, taking so much of damage. The zoning has been really good, and TIANA is going to be able to pick up another and looking for more as well as she backs off for the time being. Still coming in from behind, putting the pressure here, dodging quite a bit of skills. And in the meantime, turtle has been claimed by Midnight. That's the third one that has been claimed. Red buff also being pressured. Chubby doll trying to stop this, not going to be possible. TIANA quite strong right now. A lot of farm under the belt, but will be backing off at least for the time being. Quite a bit of damage taken. Will heal up. In the meantime, they are looking to take down the mid tower as well, the mid tier 1 tower. Top, bottom, and now from mid, the methodical game coming out from Catalyst here. Oof, a lot of damage being taken. In the meantime, bottom tier 2 tower gets taken out, and XIPHOS is on a roll. Almost 10k net worth lead now, pushing forward. Haven't dropped a kill yet. And Yasara just zoning everyone out. Doing what the top laners should be doing, ensuring that they are able to claim this tower without a problem. Looking to claim this tower, Chubby Doll needs to be careful. In the middle of everyone, will get dove on. They are diving the tier 2 tower. They might end up losing a player here, but the fight is going in favor of XIPHOS. They might end up losing with the tower dive. Yes, they do lose the first hero. It is going to be Yasara, the first one to fall. And that is diving between 2 towers is not an option. I mean, they could have easily just taken the tower. Didn't really have to give that shutdown away. A decent amount of gold going in favor of who got it, I think. Who got it? Yeah. Still holding on, LVG. The first Lord is going to be claimed by Catalyst as well. So objectives wise, XIPHOS has been really doing a really good job rotating in at the right time, putting the pressure, zoning out while taking objectives. Really nicely done. I think LVG was able to grab 1 turtle, but that has been about it. They have a few more outer towers left. Looking to put pressure on the top lane as the Lord is going to be called out from the bottom lane. Pressuring top at the same time, so in the meantime, mid lane we might have an engagement again. Trying to dive towers should not be the option, as they will try to pressure this tower as much as possible down to half HP. In the meantime, we do have another kill on the top lane as Light Fury goes down and TIANA picks up another 6-0. And as they do put pressure on the bottom tier 3 tower, looking to go essentially into the base, the Lord will get taken out. All outer towers has been taken. Good pressure being put by XIPHOS here, keeping them restricted to their own base, not really having the chance to go out and farm even. Really nice pressure coming out from them. But LVG, they're looking for the open, looking for XIPHOS to make the mistake, make that dive under tower to grab an advantage. Chubby needs to be careful, taking so much of damage. Good god, that's a lot of damage. And that, I think that was from Crystal that damage came out. 11 kills to 1, 6 towers to nothing, and 1 Lord claimed as well. Doing a reasonably good job in defending half HP on that bottom tower. They do have that wave clear, so they have been holding strong. "10 seconds for the Lord to spawn, so they are going to wait on this prior to pushing in yet again. Looking for that extra buffer before they do push in. So bottom side, Lord has spawned, and it's not going to be contested at all. I don't think LVG has the ability to contest this. There's too much damage coming out from XIPHOS. All they can hope for is to be able to defend as they come into the base. A lot has been called from the bottom lane. Bottom lane is the tower which is down to half HP, so should be the easier one to take. As the Lord pushes through bottom lane, looking scary as ever. This might be their chance to kind of end the game as well. Let's see what they can do with this. They're going to be moving forward. They will grab this tier 3 tower quite easily, and now they are going to be diving forward. A really nice jump in from that top laner. They find one TIANA on a godlike shield, looking for more. They might end up losing one, but it might be all over as a double kill is came. 3 heroes down, 4 heroes down, 5 heroes down, and it is all over as they tank towers. I need to wait for the creep wave, but that is a 5-man wipe on the side of LVG. Dark Goddesses as XIPHOS are looking to finish things up as they claim the Nexus. And with that, we have game number 1 going in favor of XIPHOS Esports. Very convincingly, I must say. They rotated in at the right moments. They played the map quite well, looking for those objectives. Didn't really overextend too much. I think we saw one instance where they did overextend a little bit, diving under tier 2 tower and tier 1 tower. I mean, tier 2 and tier 3 tower mid, and ended up losing one hero. But other than that, almost an absolutely picture perfect and flawless game coming out from XIPHOS Esports. Let's have a look at how game number 2 goes. We'll be back after this very short break. Y'all are joining in live for the Sri Lanka Esports National Qualifiers Women's Mobile Legends. We'll be right back after this short break. Hi guys and welcome back to the Sri Lanka Esports national qualifiers for the ISF World Tournament, which is going to be happening in Riyadh. And these two teams are fighting up for the Mobile Legends title, women's title rather. And this is Team Catalyst from LBG taking on, let me not get this wrong. Team Catalyst from XIPHOS taking on Dark Goddesses from LBG Esports. So yeah, see. Good thing I checked. But having said that, we are going into the draft. It's Dark Goddesses versus Catalyst from XIPHOS. Let's have a look at how this is all going to go down. We did see Team Catalyst winning game number 1 quite comfortably, I would say. I think they had a game plan, executed it really well. Barely any mistakes across the board. Similar bans, I think Xbox was banned last time as well from XIPHOS. So they are sticking to it. Maybe they know something that I don't, or I mean, definitely know a lot that I don't. But it might be a hero specific or just a very strong, a player specific or just a very strong legend in the current patch.
My mission is to protect lives.
Team is banning.
Yeah, so we are going to be seeing similar bans coming out from either side by the looks of it. We saw the same heroes being banned or same legends being banned the previous time as well. That's Helio's been taken out. There is a top laner if I'm not mistaken. So essentially 2 top laners, right? Because Xbox, you can run Xbox jungle as well, but I'm assuming it is the top laner that they're focusing. So Helios and Xbox both being taken out. Same bans from last time around. Are they going to stick to the same bans from last time around, or is LBG especially are they going to change things up a little bit?
Your team is banning.
They might, after the game number 1, they might want to try and change things up a little bit.
Team is banning.
Look for different bans rather than going for the exact same thing. Which I think we had B being banned last time around as well. So they are sticking to the same bans, haven't changed it at all yet. Waiting on the 3rd ban before we go into the pick phase. Running out of time on the side of XIPHOS. They do go for 3rd ban. It's Zeusing being banned out.
Your team is picking.
And an immediate ban coming out from Dark Goddesses as well. I think that's Granger being banned out by Dark Goddesses. And we go into the first pick phase. The first 3 picks from either team. They did pick up, I think, Midnight Zero first last time around. That was their first pick. Probably that was the jungler that they picked up right off the bat.
Let's make the whole world.
This time it is going to be Clementine Zero. Clementine was playing mid. No, it actually was playing support, I think, for the team.
Payback time.
Okay, so this particular Phasra, I think Phasra is how we pronounce it, was banned the previous time around, but this time around it has been let through and gets picked up immediately. They pick up their Belric as well for the top lane. Sorry, not the top lane. They played it as support, right? Yeah. So it is going to be their support for this time around as well, most probably, unless they want to change things up. So a little bit of a different draft coming out just because certain heroes have been let through. Betting on the second pick from XIPHOS.
Football and
Oh.
games. Two of my
Even when all
favorites.
is forlorn.
Immediate picks coming out. They took their time. And for the last pick to come from Dark Goddesses before we go into the next ban phase. So TIANA was their marksman from last time around, who is going to be on Bruno by the looks of it.
Need some stitches?
Crystal
I can
was
help.
their mid laner.
Banning.
That looks like Vexana, right? That is Vexana.
Sound
Last two bans
rises when I
before
give
we
the word.
do
Is
go
banning.
into the last two picks, and we can get the game underway. And Kido has picked up Melissa. Last two bans going to be coming out from either team. Melissa is a marksman, right? Yeah, it is a marksman. So they still haven't picked up the jungler on the side of Catalyst or XIPHOS.
Let's fight to our heart's content.
Your team is banning.
Since they are missing their top laner on the side of, so I think it's the top laner and the jungler missing for the side of XIPHOS Esports. They have banned out Khalid, which is a fighter, which would have, like, if they did pick it, it would have been a top laner or maybe even a jungle for that matter. Can work either way, I feel like. But normally you do see assassins going jungle rather than anyone else.
I might not be a lightning man,
Your
but I
team
do know
is
my
banning.
traits.
They do ban out another top laner on the side of Dark Goddesses. That's going to be Barats. That's going to be banned out. Waiting for the last ban to come out from Catalyst.
Even the strongest of currents
Your
fail
team
to
is
claim
picking.
me.
And they do ban a fighter, so they do ban a top laner as well. That is going to be Bane.
Test. Alpha is
Your
online.
team is picking.
Last two picks. Is that the top lane that they just picked up? I think it is. Alpha being picked up for Dark Goddesses side. Waiting on the picks to come out from Catalyst. The last two. To round up the draft going into the second game, XIPHOS are leading the series 1-0 right now.
I am not the
LVG
only
needing to
one
win this
bound by
match
these
to stay
chains.
alive, and Yasara picks up the Phobius, and we have the jungler being picked up by midnight. That is going to be
Immortal One chose me
Sayus.
to vanquish
Sios,
the
Sios.
shadows that plague this
I'm
world.
definitely butchering these names. Sakura, who was the jungler for Dark Goddesses, waiting on that pick to come through. The last pick.
Ride like the crimson lightning.
Yeah, there is definitely no way that I'm getting these legends after the skins come into play. Absolutely no way. Was already finding it difficult, but when the skins get applied, yeah, I'm done for then, you know. But there we have it, guys. We are going to be going into game number 2 of this best of 3 matchup. Catalyst leading the charge here 1-0. LVG Dark Goddesses looking to come back in game number 2. Whether they can force a game number 3, we will have to wait and see. But by the looks of it, XIPHOS Team Catalyst looking extremely strong coming into the matchup. It was a very clean game from them in game number 1. Whether they can keep it up into game number 2 is going to be the question. Or whether Dark Goddesses, with their backs against the wall, whether they can come back punching strong. We will have to wait and see. Having said that, for everyone who is joining in, you are joining in live for the Sri Lanka Esports national qualifiers for the IESF World Championship, which is going to be finally taking place in Riyadh. Of course, the teams will have to go through the qualifiers, the national qualifiers, and then get the chance of representing the country in the open qualifiers and get through the region to be able to go into the lands. Having said that, Catalyst starting off on the blue side with Dark Goddesses starting off on the red side, started opening with the teams jungling, and already we see Team Catalyst looking to raid the jungle. Sakura in the meantime getting Labour's help from the support. TIANA did have a very convincing lane last time around in that 1v1 matchup against Kiddo. Whether they can keep it up is going to be the question. Meanwhile, we have a raid into the bottom jungle, actually the red side jungle, where we have a few players going in trying to claim it. I think Midnight was able to steal that. So minor players coming out from the team, essentially working out for them these early raids, early pressure. In the meantime, we have CHUBBY trying to come and gank bottom. Clementine keeping the distance at least for the time being. Looking pressure. Midnight jumps in, a huge jump in there. Oh good god, Kiddo almost going down, but reasonably decent pressure being put out. CHUBBY and Kiddo both extremely low on HP, will have to recall back and come again because they are actually low, trying to keep the farm going. And in the meantime, CHUBBY so low on HP, will get away on absolute sliver of HP, and they will both recall back to base. But very early pressure. With that pressure, they will be looking to go for the first turtle here by the looks of it. Again, top lane is also being pressured quite a lot by the duo on that top lane. They will start on the first turtle. Midnight has started on it. That's an interesting skin on Midnight. They are looking to try and fight this, and no, Midnight is going to be able to claim the turtle, and they are going to jump back in for the fight, and that's going to be first blood claim by Midnight as they chase after more. Not going to be able to find anything as Sakura backs off. Oh no, they actually want to fight this. Midnight jumps in yet again, trying to keep Sakura off the jungle camps. A lot of damage being done. Support coming in, but there is just XIPHOS bringing in the numbers to this fight, but they want to try and fight this on the side of Dark Goddesses. They go in, they will end up losing one there as Midnight claims a third kill and gets another as well. Double kill for Midnight, going up 3 kills now. Very good pressure. Catalyst just bring numbers, the extra numbers into the fight before Dark Goddesses are able to respond. By the time Dark Goddesses bringing the numbers, they're already too low and not able to take a convincing enough fight. In the meantime, Midnight still looking to pressure, will claim the blue buff as well. Building up that early lead that they did last time around as well. Crystal has been left alone for the most part, been very happy to just farm it up in the mid lane. Yasara, no one is letting Sakura be in the jungle. Yikes, so much of pressure. Next turtle spawning in 20 seconds as well. Decent bit of damage being done by TIANA there onto Kiddo. Just be careful. And with the turtle spawning, they are looking to move towards the top lane. We can see all 5 heroes actually going this way. This is what XIPHOS has been extremely good at. They bring in the numbers, and if you can see, we don't have the marksman from the side of Dark Goddesses rotating in for this. And this is going to be a free turtle yet again for the side of Catalyst. They might find one here as Chubby goes forward. Needs to be careful. Quite tanky. Will survive for the time being, but will get door one. In the meantime, we have TIANA diving into the tier 2 turret, but will end up surviving as they are able to get 2 kills. Looking for more, they're diving all over the place. They really don't care at this point. And they will back off. 5 kills to nothing right now. In the meantime, top lane, Light Fury being pressured. Yasara, same as last time, good pressure, keeping Light Fury in check, forcing her to last hit under tower as well, which is very difficult regardless of the game. In the meantime, TIANA looking to do a lot of damage there onto Kiddo as well as Pipu, when there is support coming in with Midnight, as Midnight claims another kill, 4 kills to nothing, and TIANA claims another one as well. Multiple kills going in favor of them, around 3k gold lead right now in favor of Finalists Esports. Again, a very dominant start. Yasara in the meantime grabs the kill on the top lane. That was a solo kill, and the first turn falls on the side of Dark Goddesses. On the back foot already, 6.5 minutes into the game. Oof, that was almost another kill. Looking to claim another tower, running out of minions to push. And the third turtle has also spawned. TIANA needs to be careful, left alone. Playing in the fog of war, doing a really good job, and they will back off as the turtle spawns. And the top turret is also going to be taken by Yasara as TIANA claims the mid tier 1 turret. Just building on that lead little by little. They finally do claim a tower. I think last time around they did not claim a single turret, but this time around LBG Dark Goddesses managed to claim the bottom turret. Didn't really go for the engage. They know that they're not strong enough to fight. They're looking for the farm, looking for the objective, looking to split push to try and essentially turtle the game. Midnight extremely strong, 4-0-2, very farmed, level 11. Pressure from the side. Yasara and Clementine both coming in. They will back off. Again, this is exactly what Dark Goddesses have to do. They need to avoid these engagements because Catalyst has their number. And as I say, that Kiddo will get gone on, falling down low. Will manage to get under the safety of the tower. They are trying to dive this. Chubby falling down low, will survive for the time being. They're still fighting. This is under the tier 2 and tier 3 tower. They did the mistake last time around as well, trying to dive this, but this time around they keep their spacing, does not dive too deep, and is able to pressure Dark Goddesses out from that middle lane. In the meantime, bottom turret is going to be taken, the tier 2 turret. Now this is the thing, XIPHOS gains map control and that's it, right? I mean, it is over at this point. Free farm across the board, and Sakura in the meantime will get gone on and will get tailed out by Midnight. Looking for more. Chubby stunned up, quite tanky, will survive for the time being. They're diving the towers yet again. Chubby stunned up, falling down low again. She's too tanky, so they need to keep that spacing. Yasara falling down low a little bit, will get healed up, will back off. Nine to 0, 8,000 net worth lead, 8k net worth lead in favor of XIPHOS Catalyst. And they will go for the first Lord. Does not seem to be contested by Dark Goddesses. I don't really think that they can contest this either. Where will they put the Lord is going to be a question. They're looking to pressure mid. They have claimed that tier 2 tower mid as well. They will recall, maybe reset, come back. Lord has been put on the bottom side. This allows Yasara to kind of push. It's creep wave cutting for the time being, trying to make sure that that top wave is also pushing into the tier 2 turret. Meantime, looking to pressure, the Lord will get taken now. Looking to pressure, the tier 3 tower will claim the first tier 3 tower. Falling down low, Zakura gets jumped on, and Yasara on a killing sprint. TIANA gets another as well. This might be all over. This might be the final push, going for the Nexus, and this is going to be XIPHOS winning the final very comfortably in 2-0 fashion. What a display coming out from XIPHOS Catalyst Esports. Quite an easy game in their hands, and they claim it quite easily. I think this game around didn't make the same mistake that they did last time, overextending on the dive. They kept their pacing, kept their pressure from the get-go, and they were able to claim a very easy 2-0 in the end. So hats off to XIPHOS Catalyst Esports, and also a massive shout out to LVG Esports Dark Goddesses for putting up a decent fight and getting this far in their qualifiers. And with that, we do come to the conclusion with XIPHOS Esports winning the Women's Mobile Legends title for the Sri Lanka Esports National Qualifiers. Having said that, they might have, all 5 players might be the 5 players who are going to be representing the country for the ISF World Championship. We'll have to wait and see. Having said that, it is going to be it for the day. We have more titles happening. We have the Mobile Legends Opens happening next week, as well as eFootball taking place. So make sure that you are up to date with what is happening. Make sure that you are following Gamer.LK Facebook fan page, as well as their Instagram page, TikToks, all the social media that is available from Gamer.LK. Make sure you are following them to stay up to date with what is happening in the esports scene in the country. Having said that, a massive shout out to everyone who joined us on the live stream. Thank you so much for joining. But until I do see you all again next time, this is me, Ter, signing out. Hope you guys have a lovely week ahead. See you guys.